Check, check.
Here's you.
Check, check.
Hear you.
Good evening. Welcome to the January 15th regular meeting of the Rockwell Center Board of Education. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Exits are on either side in the back. Any correspondence that can be posted has been posted. We have special guests with us tonight, so I think before we go to Callie, we're going to ask Mr. McGuire to come up.
All right. Good evening, Mr. Gavin, Board of Education. Great to be here again. 2 months in a row. This is exciting. Community members, teachers, our wonderful athletes, and Coach Mariano. Thank you for being here. All right. So we are here to honor our state champions. I got to say, this was the most incredible experience of my life as an athlete, a coach, an athletic director, and just being someone who was a observer. You guys are absolutely incredible. Unbelievable. I'm so happy for you and Coach. I'll give a little blurb. I'll announce them. I'll go through the awards. So the girls varsity volleyball team had an unbelievable season, winning their conference with a 17-1 record. The Lady Cyclones had impressive wins in the playoffs, starting with a 3-0 victory over Plain Edge to repeat as Class A Nassau County champions. This was followed by a gritty 3-2 victory over Half Hollow Hills West to win the Long Island Championship, and a 3-1 victory over Rye to win the Regional Championship, an amazing 5-set match with Williamsville South to win the Class A New York State Championship. We're incredibly proud of these athletes and coaches. When your name is called, please come up to the front of the room. There's not many of you, so. All right. Tess Rakeman, Audrey Riley, Maeve Britt. Yeah, Maeve. Hey, Maeve. All right. Madeline Rich, Grace Mullen, Grace Lamont, Allison Canner, Sydney Marshall, Amy Berenbroik. Amy, I announced it correctly, right? Did I? Yes. Okay. Ryan Aiello, Caitlin Ferrari, Kira Mullaney, Lila Walker, Lena Miller, Lena. Julia Coles, Allie Finkelton, Izzy Fulcher Garcia, Josie Burke, head coach Steve Mariano, assisted by Katie D'Angelo. The following athletes and coaches earned Nassau County, Long Island, and/or New York State honors. Kira Mullaney, Section 8 Player of the Year, Newsday Player of the Year, First Team All-State, First Team All-Long Island, New York State Tournament MVP, Nassau County All-Tournament MVP, and All-County. Maeve Britt, First Team All-State, New York State All-Tournament Team, First Team All-Long Island, Nassau All-Tournament Team, All-County, and Scholar Athlete. Amy Berenbroik, Second Team All-State, New York State All-Tournament Team, Second Team All-Long Island, and All-County. Allie Finkelton, Third Team All-State, Nassau County All-Tournament Team, All-County Honorable Mention. Lena Miller, Second Team All-Long Island, All-County Honorable Mention. Caitlin Ferrari, All-County Honorable Mention. Tess Rakeman, NISFA Sportsmanship Award. And Coach Steve Mariano, Nassau County Conference 1 Coach of the Year, Section 8 Coach of the Year, and Newsday Coach of the Year. Congratulations, athletes and coaches.
On behalf of the board, we just want to congratulate you. You guys were so fun to watch. We were all supporting you, and we're going to take a quick picture now. And congratulations again to Coach as well, and Mr. McGuire for all your support as well. Okay, we have opportunity for our student board member, Callie.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. I hope you all had a great break and a happy new year. Because of the Christmas break, this is going to be a bit of a shorter report, but I wanted to give the board an update on the school-wide survey that I spoke about last month. As I mentioned at last month's meeting, I'm working on a survey with the SGA to get more specific information and feedback from the student body about their school experience. Questions would include what is one thing you enjoy most or appreciate most about your school, and what is one change that would most help your day-to-day experience in school. I hope questions like these will allow me to provide the board with more in-depth information about the student body, which will overall help students be more represented and successful in school. I will continue to update the board about this process and hope I can get useful information for all of you. Also, if there are any specific topics the board would like covered, please feel free to let me know. And finally, just congrats again to the varsity volleyball team on their being state champs. Thank you.
Thank you, Callie. Next item on the agenda is opportunity for students, but I think all of our students that were here just left. So, Mr. Gavin, it's your turn. Superintendent's report.
Thank you, President Barry. It's always great to see our volleyball team. That was probably some of the best games that I've ever seen. I traveled to watch them. They were amazing. And just like our boys lacrosse state championship from a few years ago, it just felt like it was magic the whole time. Like you knew they were going to win and they were going to pull it out, even when they were down. So it was really a lot of fun to watch. So as the calendar changes, first, Happy New Year for everybody. Welcome back. As everyone knows, we typically turn our attention, once we start the calendar to the new year, we turn our attention to the budget. So this year, what we typically do is start to lay out the budget process as we get to the end of January into February and March, so that we have a budget for the district to consider and for the board to consider and for the community to vote upon. As we enter this new year, we spend a good deal of time discussing how we construct it and the recommendations that we have. Normally, we are still waiting for some information at this early in January, but this year we can already anticipate a difficult budget environment. Several of the financial pressures that we face for this year are not new, and we began talking about them with the community during last year's budget process. When we built the 25-26 budget, we already knew that expenses were generally rising faster than our revenues. We made last year several decisions to bring spending down, including not replacing some retirees, using some salary savings and grant funding where possible, and reducing 2 administrative positions. These actions allowed for a successful budget that maintained all of our programs and also created a much tighter operating budget for this current year. This year, we can already anticipate several cost drivers that will make next year's budget, the 26 and 27 budget, especially challenging. First, our contractual obligations will present a level of challenge. Second, our insurance costs continue to rise at unsustainable rates. And third, our special education costs have been escalating for a variety of factors. Historically in our district, we were able to collect tuition from students that were from other districts that attended our core program. That revenue has been declining over the past 3 years. In addition to that, we have an increase in the number of high-cost students that have moved into our district. And we are mandated to provide the services that are listed on the IEP. The rise in expenses paired with the limit is also paired with the limits in the way that the districts can raise revenue. We currently live in a tax cap world, which means our tax levy can only grow by approximately 2% each year. State aid is becoming more uncertain, as is federal aid. Compounding that, our district's property wealth has been increasing at the same time as our enrollment has been decreasing. This is not because students are choosing to go elsewhere. This is because there are less students in our district. Currently, our elementary schools, 4 of the 5 elementary schools, are at the lowest enrollment that they've been in for the last 10 years. Our high school and middle school next year will also see reductions in enrollment. This is combined with the fact that our property values have continued to escalate. This has nothing to do with the amount of kids that moved in. This has to do with generally the cost on Long Island of real estate has gone up, particularly here in Nassau County. Last year, the state provided a minimum 2% increase in foundation aid, which helped prevent a decrease. We are hopeful that this will happen again. But even if it does, it will still only mean a total increase of about 2% in revenue source. We have also been seeing decreases in other revenue areas, including, like I said before, less tuition from non-resident students, lower interest rates as interest rates decline. Altogether, we are projecting less than a 2% increase in total revenue, while our expenses continue to rise at a faster rate. These challenges will require that we construct a budget that is very different from years past. We will need to look at the programs we offer and the way we deliver them in order to make revenue and expenses meet in order to provide a budget. The budget will be constructed with the input of our Board of Education, our administrative team, staff members, and our community. We will begin this process in public at our next board meeting at the end of the month, where we will begin to discuss the tax cap. Throughout the budget process, we will be transparent on how we are working to construct the budget through our presentations and recommendations to the Board of Education. I stress that this budget will require difficult choices, which will include staffing reductions that will impact our programs and the way we deliver them. As we go through the process, I want to make clear that even with these difficult choices, we are confident that we can maintain the high standard of academic excellence and programmatic variety that is emblematic of the Rockville Center School District. That's my report.
Thank you, Mr. Gavin. The board remains committed to being partners in these difficult conversations coming up and continuing to do our part to keep the community informed with what we know as we know it as we go through the process. Turning to items for discussion, next up we have the 2026-2027 district calendar. Mr. Gavin, we had discussed this in an earlier meeting. It's up for adoption tonight. Do you mind just giving us a quick recap in terms of the differences between options 1 and 2?
Sure.
And then I'm going to ask the board to take a vote on the calendar.
Sure. So next year's calendar, we have given 2 different drafts. The first draft of the calendar starts our superintendent's conference days in August, that last week of August, and opens up school prior to Labor Day. Labor Day next year is September 7th, which is very, very late. This would start school on September 1st in draft 1. The things that have been typically included on our calendar, including the Wednesday before Thanksgiving and Easter Monday, have all included within this version 1. Version 2 starts Superintendent's Conference Day on the 1st and 2nd of September, with school starting on September 8th. If we go to September 8th, this will require a change in the way, on the days that we have typically given off during the year. There would be no Wednesday before Thanksgiving. There would be no Easter Monday. The only day off we would have for the Easter break would be Good Friday. And this would require us going to both go to the 25th. So there's the second version of the calendar has much less flexibility than the first, starting prior to starting on September 1st. Also, I just wanted to make everyone aware that both calendars, because of the way Passover falls, will require for next year that we will have, we've done this before, we will have IB exams that take place during the April break. That has happened a few years ago. Next year, no matter which version of the calendar, the way Passover falls, there will be exams during that April break. So I wanted to give everyone that notification. The exams that you will see during April break for next year: IB Business Management, IB Physics, IB Psychology, and IB Environmental. Now, the high school, as part of the scheduling process, will make sure people know and understand that if they're signing up for a class, that the exam would take place during the break. Typically, when it happened 2 years ago when I was here, we didn't have any conflicts. The parents understood from the beginning. Anyone that didn't want to take the exam, didn't want to take the class, understood that from the get-go if there was some conflict with either going away or a religious obligation. And we've been able to work with our faculty and staff on best ways to provide those exams during the break.
Thank you. Any comments or questions from board members on either draft calendar?
I'm sure I speak for a lot of people who wish we would never have to start school before Labor Day, but having it come so late into September really doesn't give us a whole lot of options. And I certainly dislike the idea of only having one day off in March around the Easter holiday. So it's a difficult position to be in, but I think from my perspective, draft 1 gives us a little more flexibility for the rest of the year.
Agreed. Anyone else? Okay, so I'm going to make a motion to adopt draft 1. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so draft 1 will be the calendar we will go with, and we'll make that available starting tomorrow, Mrs. Celebrity, on the website. Thank you. Okay, turning to policies. We don't have any new policies on the agenda this evening. Currently at stage 2, we have 1310 powers and duties of the board. Are we okay to move this to stage 3?
Yes, we introduced quite a few at stage 1 last meeting, so yes, this can move to stage 3.
Okay, thank you. 5730, drug and alcohol testing for school bus drivers and other safety.
Yes, I think Mrs. Gruner explained, this is typically handled by the bus companies, but is nonetheless a policy that we look at. No changes since last meeting.
Okay, okay to move this. 5740, qualification of bus drivers, okay to move this as well.
Yes.
Currently at stage 3, we have 1120, Board of Education Authority, okay to move this to approval at the next meeting.
Yes.
5691, communicable diseases, okay to move this as well.
Yep.
5692, HIV-related illness.
Yes.
5692R, that's with employees, okay to move
Yep.
this as well. And then R.1 is students, okay to move this.
Yes.
5710, transportation program, okay to move that.
Yep.
5720, student transportation services.
Yes.
And 5721, special use of school buses. Okay to move that as
Okay
well?
to move.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I
Oh,
just ask a question for future board policy? Are we able to pull 7420 placement program for interscholastic athletics at some point?
yeah,
soon?
so the policy
Actually have
committee
it.
has that in its queue, but
Yep.
just wasn't on for stage 1 for this meeting. I believe it will be next
Okay.
meeting.
It's on our spreadsheet.
Great,
Yeah.
thank you.
You got it. Opportunity for superintendent, Mr. Gavin.
Okay, so today, 24 of our virtual enterprise students participated in the New York and New England Regional Trade Show held at LIU Post alongside more than 3,500 students from across the region. Each company submitted, so remember, our students in virtual enterprise organize themselves into different companies. Each company was required to submit a 4-page executive brief and selected 5 to 6 student employees to deliver a 10-minute oral presentation outlining their business plan, followed by a 5-minute Q&A session with the judges. Simultaneously, the remaining members of each firm set up and managed their trade show booths, engaging attendees and delivering sales pitches to industry professionals. So one of our companies is called Soul Switch, which is an AI-powered footwear company that allows users to change shoe soles through a mobile app, offering interchangeable soles for various sports as well as heels or wedges for women. Spec Tech is another AI lens company that our students have tried to make together in virtual enterprise, featuring advanced capabilities such as tracking lost children or friends in a crowd, providing sports performance recommendations, example, golf swing recommendations, I could use that, and identifying fish species while fishing, among other applications. We are proud to share that one of our firms, Soul Switch, earned a silver award for best sales pitch from pitching at their booth, highlighting the students' strong communication skills, professionalism, and real-world expertise. So great job, everybody. Both of our teams performed exceptionally well, and we'll learn over the next few weeks whether they will advance to the next round of the business plan competition. That's my opportunity.
Well done, students. Opportunity for board members, Mrs. Messier.
Thanks. Just wanted to welcome everybody back to school. I hope that everyone had a restful and enjoyable break. Also, congratulations again to our volleyball team, to all of our fall sports teams. Good luck to our winter teams. And that's really it. Thanks.
Thank you. Mrs. Hackett?
Nice to see so many teachers here. Welcome. Nice seeing you guys. Happy New Year. Same thing, nothing major to report. We've been off for a while, which was nice. Hope everybody had a nice break. But definitely wanted to say congratulations to our volleyball players. It's great seeing some of these students that we've known since kindergarten achieving amazing things. So congratulations. And to Coach Mariano, it's amazing. And also, I wanted to just congratulate Mrs. Mark and all of our music teachers. The concert series in December was beautiful. I know that is a big labor of love for all of our music teachers and for Ms. Mark. So I just wanted to say congratulations on that. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Gruner?
Same welcome and welcome back, everyone. I just echo congrats to the volleyball team, to our musicians. The concerts were fantastic. We just had student-directed plays, which were also fantastic. And I know shows are coming up. Things are humming along, and wishing all of the students at the high school, at least, luck on their midterms. I know that's what they're focused on going into next week. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Downing?
Yes, I echo congratulations to all of our student athletes, our musicians, everyone honored here and at our last meeting. It's really so important to remember why we're all here and to keep these fantastic programs for our students in mind as we look to the future. And I want to also shout out and thank the Ed Foundation for running the Schoolapalooza auction. that raises money directly for the programming in our schools and for those who generously donated time and prizes and those who made the winning bids for those events. As we are planning the next school budget, as school board members, we are making site visits and touring the buildings, and so I wanted to thank Dr. Walsh for the site visit that I took at the high school. And we look forward to continuing these conversations at our PTA meetings. And on that note, as we are at this midpoint of the school year, I would remind parents that if you hadn't had the chance to get involved in your PTAs, it's not too late. It's certainly an important way to learn about what's happening and to really participate in how our students experience their school day. And I wanted to also update the board that I'm serving this year on the Nassau BOCES Budget Advisory Committee, and we had our first meeting last week on the Batch 1 budgets, and I can report that BOCES is seeing increased costs due to the same sort of insurance rates and workman's comp, cybersecurity protections. We have more meetings to come, and I will continue to update the board on that news. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Downing. Opportunity for visitors. The public is reminded to address questions or remarks to the board through its president. It's requested to refrain from making any direct references to students or staff members that could be considered critical of their performance or their character. Such references to individual students or staff members are inappropriate in a public forum and should instead be conducted in private conversation with appropriate members of the staff. The public is asked to state their name and address and to please limit their time to 3 minutes.
Hi, it's Cara Spinelli, 340 Oak Street, South Hempstead, 11550. I'm here tonight as an educator with the Rockville Center School District, but I'm speaking on behalf of Wilson School. So the first thing we'd like to say is thank you to you, Superintendent Gavin, members of the school board, central office, and a special thank you to Principal Duffy. Your support of the teachers and staff allows us to be successful and to contribute to a safe and welcoming environment where all students have the opportunity to learn and grow. We have an amazing Wilson community, from the staff to the students to the families, and we just are truly thankful you help it make it all happen and make it the great place that it is. I'm going to be super quick. I'm going to give you the top 10 greatest events at Wilson School for the first half of the school year. This is for the first half of 2025-2026. All of these enrichment activities really enhance the overall experience. So we started our year with the September 11th ceremony, where we thanked the Rockville Center Rec Center for their amazing work that they do with our kids. Our 5th graders learned to groove to the beat with ballroom dancing. On Halloween, we had the most amazing Witches and Wizards ride. It was our 10th annual one. We held school-wide student government elections for president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer. We had a very patriotic Veterans Day car parade. The students and families had a blast at the PTA-sponsored turkey trot. I mean, who doesn't love seeing Mr. Duffy run around in a turkey suit? I don't know if he won. I think Mr. Cohen did, but we'll see. Our kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd graders showed their creativity at the Thanksgiving balloon parade. The 4th grade students enjoyed solving a mystery during their week-long submerged storytelling experience. The National Circus Project was so much fun. Everyone loves learning to be a circus performer. And for number 10, this year we have a wide variety of extracurricular clubs and activities with over 200 students participating. Pickleball is for the 3rd graders. It's a new club and it's a huge hit. The kids love it. So now for the next half of the school year, the Winter Olympics is coming to Wilson. This will be a multidisciplinary event to celebrate the 2026 Winter Olympics. The students and staff will hear daily medal counts, learn about the Olympic Games, research participating countries, and more. There will be activities in art, music, stellar, FLES, and physical education. Plus, there is a rumor going around that the Olympic torch is making its way through Rockville Center and may just pass by Mr. Gavin's office. We just want to say thank you again for all of your support, and the Wilson staff is looking forward to an amazing 2026. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wilson.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Good evening, members of the board, administrators, members of our school community. My name is Megan O'Brien. I'm an English teacher here at the high school. And tonight I'm happy to share some insight into the incredible things happening every day at Southside and to highlight the many ways our students and staff continue to excel. In December, our music program brought students beyond the walls of the classroom and into our community. The choirs proudly performed at the Rockville Center tree lighting on the Village Green, spreading holiday cheer and representing our school with pride. The chamber singers also visited with our Sandell Center, where they participated in a performance and intergenerational sharing conference, and later performed at Mount Sinai South Nassau Hospital on the day before winter break, offering music and gratitude to hospital staff and visitors alike. These performances exemplify the power of the arts to connect, uplift, and serve others. Our students continue to excel academically in research. This year, 2 of our students earned honorable mention awards at the Physical Sciences and Artificial Intelligence categories at the Southeast Asian American Women's Association Senior Science Competition. In addition, 2 seniors presented their research at the Materials Research Society Conference in Boston, showcasing work completed over the summer at Stony Brook University's Garcia Center for Polymers at Engineered Interfaces. As competition season ramps up, students are also eagerly preparing to participate in events such as LISEF, NYSSEF, LISC, the Kathy Belton Science Fair at Malloy, and additional SAAWA science competitions. In health education, LIU visited our 10th graders to speak about their dietetics program and to reinforce the key concepts from their nutrition unit, helping students connect classroom learning to their real-world applications and possible career pathways. Student leadership has also been a strong focus this year. Officers from the Student Government Association, along with members of the 11th and 12th grade classes, attended a regional leadership conference at Carl Place High School in December, joining students from more than 15 neighboring schools to collaborate, learn, and grow as leaders. Through an Ed Foundation grant, the Social Studies Department sponsored a powerful assembly with Carl Wilkins, along with a 2-day workshop for 10th and 12th graders during Inclusive Schools Week. These experiences fostered reflection, empathy, and really meaningful dialogue amongst our students. Our IB Diploma Program juniors in the Theory of Knowledge Central Elements course participated in a 2-day field trip to Hofstra University on December 3rd and 4th. Students received an orientation to university-level research databases and enjoyed an interactive tour of the Hofstra University Museum of Art. This experience was an overwhelming success and one that we hope to continue in the future. As we look ahead, red and blue season is officially just around the corner. Our captains were announced yesterday, and we're looking forward to seeing the creativity, teamwork, and school spirit that make this such a long-standing tradition in Rockville Center. The Southside High School Drama Guild is also in rehearsals for their spring production of Chicago, with the pit orchestra already working very hard. The dedication of the cast, crew, and musicians is evident, and we eagerly anticipate what promises to be a fantastic performance. The Wellbeing Club was featured in the Herald this month for the work that they do with the Rolchowski Foundation. They have raised money throughout the year for pediatric cancer by doing various projects such as Light It Up for Mary, where they lit up the school and the fields with lanterns and yellow laces. Recently, the club wrapped over 100 Roku devices to give to children in pediatric cancer hospitals during Christmas time. In the spring, the club, along with various sports teams, will also do a Run for Mary at Eisenhower Park. The Cancer Awareness Club continued their annual collaboration with the Rockville Center Breast Cancer Coalition. Students help gift wrap presents for parents in our local communities who are going through cancer treatments. Across the wide range of extracurricular activities at our school, our students continually choose projects that keep them connected to community, and they gravitate towards opportunities to practice service and generosity. Midterms are upon us, marking the halfway point of our school year. Students are actively reviewing, preparing, and rising to the challenge. Southside High School continues to shine, offering countless opportunities for growth, teamwork, creativity, and achievement. Our students are thriving, and we are deeply grateful for the continued support of the board and the community. We look forward to working together to ensure an environment where every student can continue to succeed and thrive here. Thanks.
Thank you, Southside High School. That's it? Okay, thank you both, Wilson and Southside High School. May I have a motion to approve items for action M1 through Q1? Yeah. Sorry, what? What am I doing? P13? Okay. M1 through P13.
So moved.
Second? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Q1 is separate.
Oh, right, sorry, I forgot, yes. My apologies. May I have a motion to approve Q1?
So moved.
Second? Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any abstentions? Okay, thank you. May I have a motion, oh, one other note I forgot, I didn't have opportunity for board member, I excuse myself from that tonight, but I did want to give a shout out to the dance club. I forgot to mention them as well, so I think they placed first at a competition, yes. So I just wanted to give them a shout out as well. May I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
The next meeting is January 29th, and that will be a public works session. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening.
Thank you.